Hey, what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer, the owner of BacheloretteVegas.com. And I'm standing here today, guys, in front of the Fountain Blue. Some people pronounce it one way, I pronounce it Fountain Blue. That's basically the glory of that building there. I've been out here for, 11 years now, and that building was still basically a dormant construction project for about 14, I think. So the whole time I lived out here up until just recently, and it finally opened. And inside the Fountain Blue, you're going to find a really cool nightclub called LIV Nightclub. Now, if you've been to Miami, you've probably heard of LIV Nightclub. It's a big popular club that's been around for at least 10 or 12 years. They bring in the big DJs and whatnot over there in Miami. It's probably the coolest club, and got a very big name, and very popular on the Miami Beach at the Fountain Blue down there. Okay, and they have one here, and it just opened. It's fairly new, and they got a pretty good lineup of DJs, and they're competing with all the big hitters here in Las Vegas. And so this video is going to be all about LIV Nightclub, the bottle service, how to get in this place, and anything you might need to know when you're coming here to Las Vegas. If you want to check it out, I do work with them directly, have a contract, and I do have some great relationships here with some of the guys that used to work at some of the other clubs that have moved over here. So we'll make it happen, whatever you guys need. And if you want to get into this place, you're basically going to get on the guest list. You can do that on the link below, or you can buy tickets on my link below. I'm going to have a ticket link here real soon, kind of just waiting on the management to get that over to us. And then, as far as getting into the place, they have a pretty good staging system. They did a nice job. They set up kind of a whole separate room side, basically, that you can get, for the guest list, the tickets, and then the tables. The security process is pretty simple. They check your pockets and stuff, your typical wand with the security. You can't bring weed into the nightclubs, guys. Just keep that in mind. Weed is legal in Las Vegas. They have it at the dispensary just about on every corner nowadays, but you can't bring it into the casinos, any casino, because it's still considered federal licensing. So just keep that in mind. Don't bring your weed pens. Anything with a cartridge that you can change, they're going to take it away or make you throw it out or bring it back to your room. All right, and those flumes and stuff like that, those are okay. All right, now let's talk about the bottle service. That's kind of my forte. One of the biggest independent hosts in Las Vegas, and I book a ton of bottle service. And I've already had one group over here at LIV. I had another one last night that kind of canceled, but it is what it is. And the LIV Beach, by the way, is going to be opening up next weekend, and they don't have their furniture yet, so I'll probably get in there and shoot another video next weekend once I get in there and get some pictures and whatnot. But LIV Nightclub, let's talk about the bottle service sections. And we'll start kind of with the best, and then kind of work our way back. All right, so the best table in the whole club is going to be the stage table. Okay, you're essentially in the DJ booth with the DJ. Now that's going to be a kind of a request only type of table. If you're really a big fan of the DJ and you got some big money to spend, you want to hang out with the DJ, well, then you can do that here. All right, that's pretty cool. Kind of a cool setup. A lot of the other clubs kind of have a similar setup, but this one's really cool. You have your own table with the DJ, and then there's basically behind that there's a row of tables. I don't know, I think there's maybe 7 or 8 up there. It's called the upper stage, and they're going to keep that area like VIP. They're going to have like a security guy on each end, and you're going to have a table up there, and if you have a table, you're part of the group, you're good to go. If you're a pretty girl, you can probably get up there. So there's going to be a lot of girls up there that obviously want to get up near the DJ chasers, I call them, and those are probably the most expensive and best tables in the club. Now, if you go onto the dance floor, obviously you're going to have your dance floor tables. There's some on the right and the left, and there's also basically a big section in the back that's like called the center dance floor. And if you had a really big group, like say 40 people, you could rent out that whole section. Okay, but they generally divide it up into 4 tables. Then there's the dance floors on the right and the left, and then the center dance floor tables. Now behind that, you're going to find the upper dance floor tables, which are pretty nice. They're also very big, a little bit elevated. And then behind the center dance floors, there's going to be your center upper dance floor tables. So it's a pretty simple layout when it comes to the venue itself. It's very similar to the LIV in Miami. If you've been to the LIV in Miami, you're going to see that it's basically the same layout, essentially. Obviously a little bit different with the tables and whatnot, but it's very close. Okay, and there's a big bar on the right and left if you're looking at the DJ, and then there's also a huge bar behind the DJ. So there's plenty of bars for people to get drinks and whatnot. And then all the tables in that main area are like really prime. Okay, they're really considered like the prime tables. Now if you go up the stairs, you're going to find some very nice balcony tables. Okay, some of the nicest balcony tables in all of Vegas. They're called the premium balcony tables, and those are going to be on the right and left sides. They're actually really big, and you get a lot of space for your group, so you can probably have 10 to 15 people up there comfortably. And then there's a handful of them, I think there's like 2 in the middle. They call those the balcony royale tables, and those are huge. I mean, you can have probably 25 5 people at your tables, so they're really massive. So they probably could have crammed a lot more tables up there if they would have condensed everything, but then it would have been a little tight. The only thing I didn't really like about it up there was they had, the ceiling's a little bit lower than what you'd expect at a club like, big mega club. Okay, the ceiling's just a little bit lower than like say like an Omnia or some of the other big clubs in Vegas. So, other than that, it's a pretty well done club. They have some pretty cool like LED show and kind of a oval LED thing in the middle that's pretty cool. And then upstairs they also do have a bar on the right and the left, so there's plenty of places to get drinks upstairs. It's got a nice flow. There's one staircase toward the back of the club that goes upstairs, and then there's 2 staircases that go down behind the DJ, which is it gives the club a nice flow. Now there is a couple other tables. Probably don't really recommend those too much, but those are going to be your second row balcony tables. There's 4 of those, and they're basically just your entry level tables. If you can't swing at one of the other primer tables, then we can put you at one of those tables. You kind of can see from back there, it's basically facing the DJ, but you're also going to have a lot of people in front of you. They're not elevated or anything like that. So those are your bottle service options. Okay, there's not really that many choices, but they have a good amount of tables in there, and they do have some good DJs over there. They landed John Summit for the season, and obviously he's super huge right now from that big hit track he had recently. They did get Tiesto for I think 20 dates between the beach and the nightclub, and they're splitting him with like Tau Group this year. And you're going to find mostly like EDM guys here, but occasionally they're going to bring in a hip hop artist like a Metro Boomin. I think they brought him in, and they're going to probably be using him on some Fridays and Saturdays, and then maybe on their Sundays. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing like a hip hop Sunday party or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure they're going to try to go after Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In Miami, their Sunday night party is a big hip hop party, so who knows if they're going to try that out here or not. But they're going to find out it's pretty tough on Sunday nights to compete with Excess Night Swim in the summer months, and then even Dre's was doing a hip hop party, and they it kind of wasn't really profitable for them, so they discontinued that. And they're doing Marquee has got a hip hop party. It's kind of like hip hop open format, and they do what's called their Drench party, and they do pretty good with that in the summer. That night swim vibe is pretty popular in the summer months. So being a regular club out here to compete with those 2 night swims in the summer months, we'll have to see. Maybe it'll do good, maybe it won't. I don't know. It's kind of tough to say right now. But overall, if you guys have any questions about LIV Nightclub, I'm happy to book your bottle service here. If you have any questions, maybe do a VIP entry or anything like that, I'm happy to help. I'm going to put my number above. That's 773-459-8133. That's going to be my cell phone. And we do book packages, by the way, if you guys aren't familiar with my company. We also have a Bachelorette party company, do a ton of packages where we do like, limos, dinners, men's shows for the ladies. Guys might want to go to the strip club. We also do regular shows and whatnot, activities. We do brunches with pools and stuff like that. So we have a whole package company. We have over 600 custom packages, and we can customize anything and make your weekend amazing. So I'm looking forward to working with you over here at the Fontainebleau at LIV Nightclub. I'm Brian Pfeiffer. Let's talk soon. Bye.